All right, hello, welcome. Hope you can hear me. So my name is Bea. This is the Plat. Oh dear. So this is the Platin Coin Group AG official webinar today, and usually I will do a presentation, just a normal business presentation. If you'd like to have questions beforehand, we could do that. So it depends a little bit on my people here. So what do you want? So Mike, you're here as well. Claudia, do you have questions? I think you could be new. I don't know who you are. Right, so Mike is telling me what we should do. If there are no questions, it's my first English webinar. Okay, so Claudia, I would say if it is your first webinar, we would start with the normal presentation. I would tell you everything about the business, about Coin Group AG, and yeah. So if you have questions, you can type it, and at the end, we are going to talk about it. All right, I'll do it a little bit bigger that you can see that. All right. So this is the Platin Coin official webinar in English, and so I welcome all the people who are in now. And so today I'm going to tell you a lot of things about the PLC Group AG. First of all, I would like to tell you something about the founders, the business owners. And here you can see on the left-hand side, that's Alexander Reinhardt. He is the CEO of the Platin Coin Group AG. There is Maxime Bederoff, he's the CFO. F stands for Financial Director. And Dennis Bederoff, he is the Technical Director. In the background, there are quite a lot of people already, so it's more than 50 people working for them. So that is the staff, the employees. They are, well, IT specialists, specialists on blockchain, developers, and of course, people who run the offices. So there is one office in Switzerland. You will see that on my next transparency. So that's the official um, registering email, or that is the address. So you can see there it is registered, a registered company in the commercial register of Switzerland. So it's in Zug. Maybe you have heard of the crypto valley. So Bitcoin is there, Ethereum is there, and Platin Coin is there as well. There are other offices. So one office is in Berlin, one office is in Moscow, and one, as far as I know, in Kiev. Right, so that is just a normal page, platincoin.com. If you have got problems, that's the support email. All right. When we speak about cryptocurrency, and I really would like to take us back into time a little bit, because I think that helps to understand the whole thing. Um, when we think about the beginning of the internet in the 90s and early 2000s, when the internet started, we couldn't even imagine that the invention of the internet could change the world and even change all our daily lives that tremendously. I can really remember the time before the internet. It was a totally different world. And I really think that the invention of the blockchain technology, maybe you have heard of it already, the blockchain technology that started in 2009. So there was the invention, and with it, the invention of cryptocurrencies, digital currencies. And I really think that this invention could change the world again, like the internet does it or did it. And that's what we are talking about today. So PLC, the Platin Coin Group AG, and the Platin Coin, the cryptocurrency, it's not only a currency, it's a whole system that can change the world again, I think. So when we think about the founders of Google, Facebook, Napster, or even Amazon, and all these big big companies, internet companies. So they become really rich. So the internet, or the invention of the internet, produced many millionaires and even billionaires. There was a great potential. And there is something all of these people really have in common. They realized the tremendous potential of the internet in that time, and they just took their chance and they just went their way. And so that is at the moment a kind of a, well, we call it wild, wild west situation, because at the moment there are not really much rules on cryptocurrencies or blockchain technology, and there are enormous chances of success again. So that is maybe why we can compare these things, the invention of the internet and the invention of the blockchain technology. Well, maybe you heard of the Bitcoin. So that was the first digital currency that appeared in 2009, and that was also the birth of the blockchain technology. Back then, the worth of one Bitcoin was only a few cents, and you can see it here. So that is even more than that. So I've checked it today. So one Bitcoin costs around about 2,000 and almost $900 at the moment. So back then, people who bought the Bitcoin for a few cents, they were crazy, because you didn't know what happens with that currency. Maybe they have been wise, but definitely very, very lucky. So they bought maybe hundreds of coins or even thousands for a few cents, a few dollars, and they became really rich people. And so that was the first currency that appeared. And that currency was intended to be, well, a currency for everyone. It was intended to be suitable for the mass, and that it was very important for the people. They didn't want it to be dependent on states and banks, and that was the point, not being dependent on states and banks. And between 2009 and today, of course, other digital currencies appeared. You can see them on the different stock markets, but there are mainly 6 problems they all have in common. That these are the 6 problems of crypto industry today. And the 3 founders of Platin Coin, they have thought about these problems. So first of all, blockchain technology was invented 2009, and so until today there is not really a new technology. So it's the old version of blockchain. And so today it's really needed to have new and innovative technologies. And well, these coins who are there, or that are there, there are not really many sales outlets, not many shops or restaurants. You can really buy things with these coins, and there is no community in the background. There are no assets, so it's still a matter of speculation, you could say, on the stock market. It's not really a currency, and there's no really banking independence. We will come to these points in detail. And when we speak about legality, that's a big issue, and that's a big issue that needs to be solved. All right. So they have thought about these problems, and they have found solutions of all these problems. First of all, the PLC Group AG has got disruptive, new, innovative technologies. I will show you. There is already a quite big community. So PLC has got more than 60,000 members already, and it has just started just a few days ago. The official start into the pre-launch started. So that is quite big at the moment. If it's going to be huge, we will see. There are real assets in the background, assets of the company itself. I'm going to show you. There is or will be a global sales market, an online store where you really can use these coins, these Platin coins. There will be a banking independence. We will come to that in detail. And they have been checked by different law firms, and they are really operating in the legal field, and that is really important for the company itself and for the people who join, for the partners of PLC. I would like to start now with the innovative technologies by PLC, because PLC is a technological company. It's not a ref share or something like that. It's a real registered company, and it's even a technological company with new technology. So when we talk about disruptive technologies, we have to speak about the hybrid blockchain. So hybrid means it is a mixed blockchain. It is proof of work. So that's just a normal mining as we know it maybe from Bitcoin mining. And there is, in addition, the proof of stake. So we will come to that when we speak about the secure boxes. And that protects against the so-called 51%. So that is very important that they have or use the hybrid blockchain. Another invention of that is really an invention of PLC. It's even patented. It's the PLC Secure Wallet, the wallet and the super thin wallet. So that is the same. That ensures absolutely security. You can have it on your smartphone. You will find it on Google App Store, for example, or on the web page. You can download it for your PC. And so that has got a really high security standard, because there is your private key. And if you know a little bit about blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, it is really important to have the private key. And here the private key is stored in the wallet. It will be a decentralized exchange. I'm going to show you that. And the PLC Secure Box, it's a little box. It's black and yellow, and I will show you pictures of that and explain it to you. So that is a new technology. So that is the proof of stake here, the minting. So the boxes does the minting or do the minting, and well, I'm going to show you. That is something I have not seen before, an offline wallet. So these wallets can be used even if you're offline. So when you are online again, you can do a transaction. You can send or receive Platin coins even if you're not online. If you are online again, so the transaction is just done in the background. So you don't have to think about that. All right, so these technologies are all of them. Well, that's a mix, but these are really made by the Platin Coin Group AG, by PLC. Right here you can see the page shows the blockchain at work. So when you do transactions, that's what I did with my partners. I sent them a few Platin coins, and after the transaction, there is a hash code. When you do a transaction, you can put the hash code here. You go on search, and it immediately shows up the first well, it shows up the transaction. It shows how many Platin coins went from one place to the other if it's checked. And the first checking is already there after a few seconds. And if you're familiar with Bitcoin, the transaction, well, if it's really, really fast, it can, well, be done, just say 20 minutes. But usually at the moment, a transaction can be done within hours or even days. So here, the transaction is done within just seconds. So I was sending Platin coins to some of my Indian partners, and it was there in 2 seconds. So I saw it was live. I saw the face of my partner. It was just amazing to see him. He was so amazed by the new technology. It's very fast. Okay, that is the platincoin.info. You can go to Google. You will find that very easy. Here you can see that is the application, the super thin wallet that just goes on your mobile phone. You can find it on Google Play Store. It's not there yet on the App Store, but it's just a few days, I think, until it's there. All right. In the at the next page is the super thin wallet again, that it stores the private key, and that is something that is really great, that we can have the private key. Right. We will come to the Platin Coin secure box now. That's well, that is a box. It is roundabout. Yeah, it has got the size of a mobile phone, I would say. It's a little bit bigger. And so that little device does the so-called minting. That's maybe you have heard of mining, and that is the minting, the proof of stake. And as well, here is the private key, and your coins are here as well. It's a very high security standard, so that no one can steal your Platin coins. When we speak about environment, so that little device needs just energy like a smartphone. And if you are familiar to Bitcoin mining, you know that there are mining farms, big mining farms with thousands of computers. They get so hot, you have to cool down the computers, and that needs a lot of electricity. So if you use the minting here, it's a new system. Um, the environment, it's environmentally friendly because there is not so high energy usage, and it works very, very fast. At the moment, the boxes are not delivered, so more than 4,000 boxes are on their way. And they're just tested at the moment. When they are delivered and when they are connected to a virtual server, we will have a very fast and stable decentralized system. So PLC is not decentralized at the moment. The mining is done by the servers at the moment, but the boxes will be delivered in a few weeks, I think. And if they are connected around the world, so we will have that network, that decentralized network. And it's really fast at the moment, within a few seconds. And it, when the boxes will be there, it will be even faster than that. It's a great alternative to PC mining, as I told you, and it's very stable, very, very fast, and it will be a decentralized network. On the next picture, you can see something 10% per year. So that means if you have got a box like that at home, so we had a promo, and people could, within the promo, could get the PLC box for free. And so that is why more than 4,000 boxes are ordered. And all these people will get, because they do the minting, it's like a bookkeeping, it's like a bookkeeper, and they have to have that connected to a virtual server as well. They will get 10% as a reward in Platin coins. Well, just imagine you had 10,000 Platin coins here. You will get 1,000 as an extra, just as an add-on, like a gift, for a reward for your minting. It will be paid. Last information I got, will be paid once a month. So that is why it says 10%. Here you can see the network. So all these little dots are partners, PLC partners, and some of them has got around the world. They have got these little boxes, the Platin Coin secure boxes. They do the minting, so they control the transactions between two people. If you send someone Platin coins, they just check if the amount of Platin coins in your wallet, if you have got enough Platin coins, they just do the checking and the bookkeeping. So they are doing the closing of the blocks of the blockchain, and so that is absolutely decentralized. So when the boxes are delivered, PLC is decentralized. All right. I will show you now that the Platin Coin Group AG is not only a technological company. They have got different parts, and these different parts are, first of all, social network. So you can imagine it like a puzzle piece. So all these puzzle pieces, they fit together, and the thing that connects all the puzzle pieces is that crypto system, the Platin Coin crypto system. And first part, the first puzzle piece, I call it, is the social PLC network. Like we have got it, maybe Facebook, Xing or LinkedIn, things like that. So these are social networks. And we have been talking about community, that it is important if you have a coin system, a cryptocurrency, that people need to be connected to each other. So the wallets are working already. When I send to my partners the Platin coins, so the social network wasn't there. It wasn't there, but we could get in contact with each other. But you have to know who has got Platin coins. Here, when you are a part of the social network, you can easily see who has got Platin coins, and maybe you want to sell them, or you want to receive them if someone um, want to sell the Platin coins, or you just go to just have contact to other people who are in the community. So that is why they said we need a social platform, a network where people can meet. And here you can have up to 100,000 friends. When you compare it to Facebook, there are just 5,000. You are allowed to have 5,000 friends. Well, if you're just a private person, you say, yeah, well, so what? But it is very important for business people. If you are a business person and you can be connected to, well, 100,000 people, um, that is really good because you can have advertisement, you can get in contact with people, and for your business, it's really important to have many different, well, so-called friends, people around you. Um, so you can have in business special business accounts where you can have promotion, advertising of your company or your business. We will come to the business packages later. So when you buy a business package, there are ad points included. Maybe you know that from Facebook. Sometimes you see these advertisings, postings with it says sponsored, and that is a bought. People have to buy it. People have to buy these advertisings. And here, if you have got ad points within your business package, you can use them for advertising. So it's, well, you could call it free advertising for you. When you think about Facebook, well, when I think about it, how many times do I post something? I like something, I comment something, but I don't get any reward for it. I just do it because I like the people, I really like the posts. And here you will get a reward. You will get paid in Platin coins, and something that is, I think, good. There is no spam, and they have found a system where you don't receive spam if you're not connected to a person. Um, they won't have a chance to spam you. All right, so that is the first puzzle piece of that complex company, Platin Coin Group AG. The second part, the second puzzle piece, is the PLC business. The PLC business is a crowdfunding platform, and that maybe you know that there are a lot of people out there with good ideas, innovative ideas, but they don't have really the money for doing that. And here they have got a platform, a crowdfunding platform, where they can advertise their ideas, their projects, their businesses, their startups. And PLC helps these perspective projects to become highly profitable businesses. And some of these projects can even become part of the PLC Group AG investment portfolio. Um, there are there's an interesting point, because even if if you don't have a startup, you're just a participant of PLC, a partner of PLC. you can participate in selection of these projects by using voices. So when you buy a business package, there are voices included, and you can use these voices. You just click through, if you want, you just click through the crowdfunding platform. You read about these different projects, for example, and maybe you find a project you think, wow, that's a good one. I would love to have that. And you can vote for that kind of vote. So you use your voices, and that helps PLC to see if there is a market, if there are a lot of people who want to have that. And as well, so that is not just dependent on the project itself, but on the place. So maybe they see in Germany no one wants to have that, but in, oh, I don't know, in China a lot of people click for that and say, I would love to have that. So PLC sees, okay, we have to go to China with that business. They will help them to grow. They will help them to enter the stock market. So that is the crowdfunding platform, the second puzzle piece of PLC, second part. Another part, so we have been talking about usability of a coin, of a cryptocurrency. And I think it's like a contradiction in itself. If you have a coin, if you have a currency, you can't use it. It's just, well, a matter of speculation. You are, well, a speculant on the exchanges, and you buy and sell, and that's it. And you make profit out of it. So if it's a real currency, a worldwide currency, it needs to have a market. That's what the founders thought. We really need a marketplace, and that's coming in just in a few months. And that's an online store where you can buy and sell products and services by using the Platin coins. There is no limit on sellers. So if you want to sell something, you can. If you compare that to eBay, for example, there's a lot of sellers, and you can sell your product here. You will get platin coins for that. So it will be a global sales market. So it's not just in Germany or somewhere else. Right, so you can really use the platin coins right from the beginning. Just in a few months, it will get started. And maybe if you think about you want to sell something on that platform, of course, the products you want to sell here, you need to buy, for example, in euros. So you need something that changes the platin coins into euros and other currencies. And that's why the founders said we need an own form, an own payment institution where you can change the cryptocurrency in euros, for example. So there is fiat currency in and output. That is really important if you have a system like that, a whole crypto system. If it's just a coin and you can't use it, if it's a coin you can't transfer it into fiat money, it's not any worth behind it. So that is a good idea, I think, to have a payment institution. And that's not a bank, it's an institution, maybe, you know, PayPal, Payeer, ADV Cash. So all these are payment institutions. And a second thing that I think is really great, you're not dependent on an external payment institution like Payeer or ADV Cash anymore. So it's just inside the whole system. So it's a really good idea. Yeah, there will be co-branding cards, top up of fiat and coins, and there will be IBAN accounts for the clients. So the payment institution will come round about, well, I would say end of the year. Until then, we have to use, of course, ADV Cash at the moment. Payeer is coming. We can buy business packages with credit card. I think that is coming next week. Right, so that was the fourth part. The last part, the fifth part, is the PLC Academy. Well, people, if you ask people, what does PLC sell? Usually the first thing I get as an answer, yeah, of course, they're platinum coins. And the first thing I say is no, that is wrong. They don't sell platinum coins, even if the name is Platin Coin Group AG. They sell mainly two different things. So first of all, it is there is an online platform. It's already there in the back office. And in that online platform, when you buy business packages, you are allowed to educate yourself. There are really high quality video tutorials, videos about different topics. Topics like network marketing, crypto industry, blockchain technology, things like that. That people are really educated by the company in terms of what PLC does. And that is the online platform. So of course they sell educational material. So you buy it with the business within the business packages. That is the first thing they sell, and they sell hardware. I was showing you the PLC box. If you didn't get it for free, you can buy it. So it's around about 500 euros. And there is another thing I will just tell you when we speak about the business plan, how you can get it for free. So these two things, educational material and hardware. So really don't tell people Platin Coin sells Platin coins. That is wrong. The Platin coins are just included in the business packages. They are for free. They are just included as an add-on. You could say like a gift. All right, so these were the 5 parts of the Platin Coin Group AG. The Academy, the we will see that here. The We have got the technologies, we have the community within the social platform, we have the crowdfunding platform, we have got the sales market, the banking independence, when we have got the payments institution, and it was checked by the law firms and they said it's totally legal. That is important for us. When we think about the Platin Coin Group AG, all the different parts of it, they cost money. Of course, they have employees, they need to them. So where's the money from after all? Well, that's really easy to understand. Of course, first of all, when they sell the business packages, we need to buy them. So that is a part where they get money. Within the social network, there will be the revenues and people who have got, for example, business accounts, or if they want to have special advertising premium accounts, so they need to pay fees, for example. So that is something that creates money. And within the crowdfunding platform, of course, if you want to advertise your business there, your project, you need to have fees. You have to pay fees, or if you have advertising, special advertising, the projects need to pay fees. Um, in the marketplace, maybe if you think about eBay, people who sell products, they need, or at Amazon as well. If you want to sell something, you need to pay some fees for that because you use the platform. Something that is not here, the payment institution. When you transfer money, maybe you know you know that from Payeer or EDD Cash, when you, or even PayPal, if you transfer money from one person to the other, you need to pay some fees, and that is money PLC gets. Um, and when we talk about the real assets, so 45% of everything goes back into the system. So they have got invested into, so they have gold and other well metals and other things. For example, the investments into these startup companies. So there we can see that there are real assets in the background. So that system is absolutely not dependent on the MLM system. Um, I know other companies. They're just, well, I call them ref shares, money making machines. So you put in money and the other people draw it. It's not here. So that company really gets money out of the whole system, and it's not dependent on the linked business for the partners, the MLM system. All the different parts produce money. All right, I would love to show you the PLC index now. The PLC index is the worth of one platin coin. There are a few things that lead to a growth of value. Of course, there are ups and downs. That is just if you know something about other cryptocurrencies, it's just normal that they go up a little bit down and up and down. But in the long run, you always have to think about in the long run, they are growing. And so the starting point was at 10 cents. So we are at 60 cents now. So a worth of one platin coin is 60 cents. So people who bought them for 10 cents, they are lucky already because they have a growth of 60 cents now. Maybe that's here. And so that is the PLC index. There's another line here. That is the internal selling rate. Well, I will come to that later. I will just explain to you why that is going to rise in value in the long run, because there are a few things a company can do or a system can do that there will be a growth. First of all, it just follows economical rules. It's just a matter of supply and demand. And here we have got a limitation of supply because there are only round about 100 and a few million coins circulating. So that is a shortage, and shortage will always lead to a growth of value, because if you don't get them so easily, because there are not so many coins circulating anymore, they will be more expensive. So that shortage will lead in the long run to a growth of value. And we have been talking about the real assets in the background, that the real assets, they boost a little bit the PLC index. So that will lead to a rise of value because it's not only speculation. There is something in the background. Usability in any way. So if you can really use the currency worldwide and very easily, that will in the long run lead to a rise of value. If the people in Africa, for example, if they hear about it and they see that the transaction of that new technology just needs 2 seconds to send from one end of the world to the other, they are so amazed. They will want to use it, and if the coin's value rose already, and maybe they bought it, I don't know, for €1, that will be amazing for countries which are not so rich. So usability in daily life will definitely lead to a rise of value. And last but not least, I think, so the entry to the exchanges, to the stock markets, that is just coming in autumn, somewhere around September, October, I guess. So that will lead in the long run to a rise of value. It could be when, I don't know, just we say it here, the entry of the stock market comes. It can be, and that is what all the coins did. So don't worry that it falls down, first of all. But in the long run, it will be stable again and go up. So I think that will be the same here. So don't worry if it falls down a bit. That's why in the beginning, a few days ago, last week, people really overran Platin coin because everyone wanted to get the coins for a low index, because they know when I buy it for a low index, it's really secure that in the long run I would gain so much of it. So that is why so many people already joined. There is the PLC internal selling rate here. That is very interesting. That means if the PLC, the Platin coins index, is at a price of or value of €1, so that's here, that means that PLC will offer us, all the partners, to take the coins back, so you can sell the coins back to the Platin Coin Group AG. So that starts here. And so the coins go back into circulation, which is good. And that is well, I won't call it insurance, but it's good to have that for the partners, because you can always, if we have got €1, you can always sell it back to the company. Why does PLC does that? It's very clever. So just imagine they enter the stock exchange and the price falls down, the value falls down. It will never fall deeper than the index, the internal selling rate here, because no one would ever buy Platin coins on the exchanges when the price or the value is deeper than the index. They would rather buy it of the Platin Coin Group AG. They will buy the business packages, of course, because that is like a buffer. So if you want to sell them, you would rather sell them to PLC than to someone on the exchanges. So that is like a buffer. That is, I think, a brilliant idea. And well, we will see. It really depends on many different things how that line will be in the long run. But I'm sure in the long run, as I told you, it will rise in value, and it did already from 10 cents to 60. And the people who saw that it would have been now at more than €2, but PLC helped. Well, it's a bit complicated to explain it now, but they put it back to 40 cents a few days ago, that all the people who couldn't buy and were there from the beginning, that they get it for a low index. But I think it will go up quite fast now. All right. When we talk about the index and the rise of value, there are a few things. They call it turbo buttons. I usually call it boosters, that will catapult PLC, the whole business. Of course, the entry to the exchanges for the different parts. So the parts we have been talking about, the puzzle pieces, that will be a booster, because many people say, okay, that is not really a coin, or it's not really a crypto system if it's not on the stock market. It's not true, but many people think that. So when they enter into the exchanges, many people will join to the PLC Group AG. I'm very sure about that. And the own payment institution, so that is so unique. I have not seen, or maybe you have seen, I have not seen a business before that has got their own payment institution. All the businesses I know, they really need to have external ones, like Payeer, ADB Cash, and things like that. So that is so unique. I think that is a great booster. So when the payment institution will come and the people will see that it is true, it is there, people will join, it will be a booster, a turbo button. When PLC brings the different startup companies, the projects to the exchanges, that will be a booster, because they are part of PLC, and they are on the exchanges as well. So that will be a turbo button, a booster. The own payment systems. So here we are talking about the patented wallets. I have seen that already. So that was, in my case, it was a booster when I could show, and I think Mike can say that as well. when I saw the faces of my partners when we did transactions with the new patented wallets within seconds, 2 seconds from here to India or from here to Africa, the people are so amazed and they call their friends. So many people entered because of they saw with their eyes that this is not a fake, that this is real and true, and that these wallets are working. So that was already a booster, and it still will be. We haven't talked about the crypto ATMs yet. I haven't mentioned it yet. So that is a little bit talking about the future. They have planned to have worldwide Platin coin cash machines. So if you're familiar with Bitcoin, maybe you know that there are a few ATMs out there where you can just draw money. You can change your fiat money into the cryptocurrency. So they are planned already. So the crypto ATMs. And all these things are so unique and special and very good. So people, when they hear about it, when they can see with their eyes that this is real, they will come. They will want to be a partner of that and want to earn money with PLC. Right. Is a picture. I think that is really nice. A nice illustration that summarizes and illustrates the complexity of that unique company, Platin Coin Group AG. The base is really important for a business, that it is a stable business. They want to be there in 20 years. So all they do is having a stable system or trying to have a stable system. So one part is the academy, it's there already. The marketplace will just come soon. The crowdfunding platform is there just within a few months. And the social platform is just about to come. So that is the basement, and all the parts of PLC produces money. So that is why it is so stable. In the middle part, so the columns here, that is the payment institution. So that connects all the parts. And the roof is the investment portfolio and the crypto system, the Platin Coin crypto system. You can see the index. All right, so that was the first part when I wanted to show you the business itself, the company, the founders, and all the backgrounds and what is planned. And now I'm going to show you in the second part how you can earn money as a PLC partner. And first of all, I want to show you the business packages, so how you can get all these ad points, academic points, voices, Platin coins, or whatever. Here you can see a picture of the business packages. So if you want to become, or if you are a partner and you want to buy a business pack, the first step is you start with a €5 package. So that is a netto price. There are so many different countries in already that they said we need to have netto prices here because there are so many different VATs. That's the sales tax of a country. So in Germany we have got 19%, and all the different countries have no VAT or different VATs. So that is netto. Don't forget. So in Germany I need to pay €5.95 for a €5 package. If you bought your first €5 package, that opens, so you are allowed to have the €50 package, then the next one opens, and so on. You can buy from €5 to €1,000 if you want that. So that means all the packages need to be bought step by step. You can't go just for 1,000. You can't say, okay, I've got €1,000 plus that. You go for the 1,000, so you need to start here. All these packages can be bought 11 times. So if you have 11 of them, and so on, it's round about €20,000. That prevents us all and the company that, well, very rich people just come and say, okay, that is like gold. I buy all the Platin coins now, or half of it. I've got millions of euros. And then that's what happened to Bitcoin. There are just a few very rich people who influence the market, who influence the indexes. And well, that's something PLC doesn't want. PLC says we want to have a crypto system for all people, for everyone, rich and poor people. And I want that a person who is not so rich or just want to have a try can have €5 package, and that there's still a lot of platinum coins there, so that that should be a currency for the whole world and for many, many partners, not just a few partners who are rich and they just keep it and nothing happens. So that is why they did that. 20,000 all in all. Well, if you buy a €5 package, for example, of course you get the software, so that when you register, you have a back office, it's working, you don't have to pay for that. Registration is still free. Later, after they said around about half a year, the people who registered then, they need to to buy, well, I can't say buy, but they need to pay 25 euros to use that system. So that's an administrative fee. At the moment, it's free. If you register, it's just free. You will get academy points. In the academy, you are allowed to watch these educational videos, and it depends on which package you bought, so that it rises here. They're included the platin coins. They're just an add-on, a free gift, and that is always dependent and determined by the PLC index. Just say the index, it started at 10 cents. It's not there, but it's easier to explain. So they started at 10 cents. That means for a €5 package, you got 50 platin coins. That's a lot. Now the index, if it's at 20 cents, it's only 25 platin coins, and so on. If the index is at €1, you get 5 platin coins. So that now maybe you understand why the run was so immense. So many people wanted to buy the business packages with as many as possible platin coins included. So at the moment it's at 60 cents. So it's still quite a lot, and still really low in worth. There is a Voice, so that is the crowdfunding platform where you can, well, I call it vote. You can vote for different projects, and the ad points, advertising points. So here you can use them for free advertising within the social platform. And that is just the bigger one. So that means it's not rising, it's just mathematically the same. So that is 10%. That is so 500 platin coins for 50. So that stays. The only thing that changes is the PLCs included. So if the PLC index is now, or just say €1, so that will be less, will be just 50. You get 50 platin coins for a 50 euro trainee business package. Very important to say is you have got, of course, a 40 days cooling off period, so you can give back your business package within 14 days if you don't want to keep it. So that is why if you are networking, we'll come to that just now, you have to wait for your commissions for 14 days. If you want to give it back, it's not a problem. You give it just back, but be careful. If you give it back, you won't be able to purchase another one within the next 6 months. So you can't buy another business package within the next 6 months. You have to see that the index is rising and rising and rising, and you can't buy another business package. So you could call it blocked. So really think about it. If you really want to give it back, then never come back, because when you see within 6 months that the index is rising, that is not good. So, but you have got the possibility to give it back, of course. So that is not really risk. You can buy, you can see the system, and that is there. All right, let's use. I think I told you everything what you should know about that 11 times. The VAT you have to add what is included, the index, cooling off period. Um, if you have a total purchase, that's maybe interesting. If you have a total purchase of 5,000 euro, you bought business packages for 5,000 euros, you get a free secure box. So it's just a gift. Right. So that was, I think, all you can explain about the business packages. Now, when we come to the bonus systems, that is really the point where you, as a PLC partner, can earn money actively or passively. So we come to that. There are two different systems: the star bonus and the rank bonus. Something that is for both bonuses and career achievements are saved, so you can't fall back. If you achieved a certain rank in the star or in the rank bonus, you have got that. You can't fall back. It's saved. That is good. There are two accounts where your commissions, your bonuses, your money go to. There's the cash account and the trading account. And that is a 70-30 rule. So that means 70% of your money just goes into the cash account. You can just withdraw it wherever you put it on your bank or whatever. You can buy new business packages, of course. So that says here. And that is important for the star bonus. When we talk about the star bonus just now, you need to buy um, business packages out of just your cash. If you, I don't know, buy business packages with your credit card, or you take the money um, out of your cash account. Transferring the money in your cash accounts or trading accounts to other people, other users, is denied. It's not possible. I know that in other systems it's possible, but that really prevents us of money laundering. I don't know if you know, but that is money laundering. It's forbidden. It's illegal. And the Platin Coin Group AG, it's really important for them to be on the legal field, to do nothing that is not legal. And so they said, no, it's forbidden. It's not possible to swap money from one account to the other. So that is money laundering. So that is why it's denied. That is 70% go here, and 30% go here to the trading account. So that means that is just intended to purchase new business packages, to buy new business packages. And that is good if you're a networker, if you have a lot of people in your downline, everyone needs to have these 30%. And so that is, well, that is like a passive income. And it's good because you buy all the time you buy new platinum coins, and if they grow in worth, it's good for you because you buy new ones. I know quite a lot of businesses, and usually it's 60-40. So I think that is really a great solution. That the company stays stable, that not all the money goes out, and that is the 70% is really a lot of money you can withdraw. All right, so that is just um, the over. So here you can just see the things that are necessary to know for the other steps. We have got the star bonus now. Star bonus. So that's a table. It looks a bit complicated, but it's not at all. It's called star bonus, so that's why you see the stars here. It's from the transparent star up to the 5-star top leader. If you are here, you get 11 levels commissions. But there are a few things you need to have, a few criteria you need to fulfill. First criteria is your own personal purchases, so what you bought. You see here that you don't have to have an investment of 10,000 euros to get so many commissions down to the 11 level. So you have to have 250 euros all in all. to get 11 levels. That line says something about your direct partners. So the people who register with your referral link, they are your direct partners. For the first step here, it's not necessary to have one, but of course, if you get 10%, you have got direct partners. So that says if your direct partner, for example, buys a business package for 100 euro, you get 10%. So that means you get 10 euros. Here, if you go the steps up a little bit, so you have to have here a 50 euro on investment. So you have to buy business packages for at least 5 euro, and you need 3 direct partners who paid at least a 5 euro package. That's why it said paid partners, active partners. So they paid at least a 5 euro package. They don't need to have more. If they have a 5 euro package, it's enough. So if you have 3, so it's the first criteria is 50. You yourself have got 50 euros. You have got 3 direct partners which are paid, and they bought altogether business packages for 250 euros. Then you get, of course, the 10% of your first line, and in addition, you get 4% of your second line. So that are the partners of your partners. Maybe you don't even know them, but you get paid. And so it just grows here. 4 direct partners, paid partners, they all together bought 500 euro business packages. The total turnover of your whole team, so the partners of your partners of your partners, whatever, should be 1,000 euro. Then you are allowed to have the partner of your partner of your partner. You get 5% out of them. I'm sure you don't know them even, but you get paid for that. And that increases up to the top star leader. You will get 11 levels. It goes until the 11th level. So the partner, your partner, or the partners of your partner, and their partner there, and so on. So that is quite a lot of money. It says just 1%, but you can imagine that these can be thousands of people, and so 1% out of that is quite a lot of money. Wow, so that is the star bonus. I hope I told you everything, but I think yes. All right. If you didn't understand a few things, at the end I can just explain it to you again. All right. Now we come to the career. In that business, of course, there are career steps. So the star bonus is just the money you earn constantly every month, every day, and that is not dependent on time. So even here, it's not dependent on time. So if you reach it within, I don't know, a few months, it's good. If you reach it within a few years, it's good. So you can't fall back. And if you remember the 70-30 rule, if you have got a team, the 30% they have to buy new business packages in your team. So that counts as well. So that will increase in any way if you have a team, if you have partners and they have partners. All right, so that starts with a jade. At the moment, there is nothing, so it started. So we are all emerald, I think. Now, what is it called? Amber. And the first rank we can achieve is the jade. In the jade, you have got a total turnover of your first, second, third, fourth, I don't know, line of 1,000 euros. So they need to have bought business packages, and they are added 1,000 euros. You have got in your direct line, your direct partners, 2 paid partners. They have at least a 5 euro package. So that is the start. You won't get a reward for that, but that is just the start. If you want to become a pearl, then it's going to be interesting. So that increases because of the 30% in the trading account, and maybe the people, because the index is still very low, maybe they buy a few more business packages out of the cash account. So if you reach the 5,000 and 1 direct partner, so that is the first line, is a jade, you get an extra bonus of 100 euros. It's a one-time payment. It's an extra bonus. as well. 70% go into the cash, so 70 euros you just get, 30 euros you will have in your trading account. So that are the steps. So it goes up and up and up. That increases, and I think the first aim we should have is becoming a diamond. Total turnover is 100,000 euros. So at the first, if you hear it, it sounds a bit much, but well, if after a time your partners have partners and they have partners, just say after a few months, I don't know, after a time, you have got 1,000 partners, and all of them bought at least a 100 euro package, so you're there. If you have 500 partners and they bought 200 euros, so you're there. So that is, it looks a bit much, but we are speaking about teams and many people, so that is added. You have got 2 rubies here, and you will get an extra of 2,000 euros. And before that, you got 100, 1,500, 200, and so on. And all of that, 70%, you just can keep it, put it on your bank account, whatever. You will get all, even as if you have a step, you will get a certificate. So as well here, a diamond. So why it is so important to become a diamond, I'm going to show you now. Now it's going to be interesting. If you are a good networker, you will see here at the latest here that you need to be a team player. If you don't help your people that they grow, that they find partners, if you don't have Skype calls or whatever, when you don't help them, they won't grow. There are just a few people out there who are really, I don't know, who, well, who can do that themselves. But a lot of people, because that is a business, crypto industry is not so easy to understand. So we really need to help them, to coach them, to support them. If you do so, you will see that your partner will grow as well. And you will see that your partners, your direct partners, just and only need to be diamonds. And the only thing that changes here is the amount, the number of diamonds here. Of course, that increases. So that is the total turnover of your whole team. I guess if you have a team, and just imagine, just say you have 3 partners, and all of them bring 2 new partners within a few months, and they bring you 2. So after a while, you have thousands of friends or of partners in your systems. That is just a matter of time. You can't fall back. So that is just a matter of time if you are networking, that this increases the turnovers. If you help your partners to become diamonds, you will get great rewards for that. If you have got 1 diamond in your direct line, you get an extra of 5,000 euros. If you have got 2 diamonds, you get 10,000 euros, and so on. The highest rank you can achieve is the platinum diamond. It's platinum coin, so it's called platinum diamond. Highest rank 50,000, 50 million euros total turnover, 20 diamonds. So that is something, well, you need a little bit of time, I think, to reach that point. But it's not, it's possible. It's not impossible to come there if you help each other. You will get a total reward here, a one-time payment of 1 million euros. So 700 go directly into your cash account. Don't forget you got that before. So that is quite a good career extra bonus you can reach. Right, so that was the rank bonus. For the fast networkers, I have got something. So that is, I think, something great. If you are a good networker, and if you are fast, if you can build teams fast, you get a great reward. That means from the first day of your purchase, or first time you bought a business pack. Now, at the moment, I think they will count just the days when they were online. You have got 30 days to have a total turnover of your first line That should be a bit more than 5,000 euros. Then you get a 10% bonus. If your whole team, your first liners, get a 5,000 turnover, a bit more, you get 10%. So that makes 500 euros just extra. If they reach 10,000 euros, if you have many first liners, that is quite easy. You will get 1,000 extra. There won't be more than 1,000, so that is even if it's more turnover than 10,000 euros. So that's just talking about your first line. That's you and your direct products. All right, so that is for networkers. Great extra money. Okay, so that is the network marketing, how you can earn money as a PLC partner. There's quite a lot, and I think that's a very fair system. So we have got the star bonus here, the 11 levels. All the people who joined until the start, right? They get 11 levels for free for 10 or 12 weeks. The people who joined after the start, they have to have these criteria. I told you. I told you that you have to buy the business packages out of cash or a cash account, or just use ADB cash or credit card by next week. The rank bonus, so that was the career up to 1 million euros bonus with the platinum coin, platinum diamond, sorry. We have been talking about the fast start bonus, quick start bonus, and that is something they didn't tell us because they want to tell us in the first grand opening in Berlin in September when 1,000 people are invited. It's all dependent on the star bonus. So if you have a certain rank in the star bonus, you will get a car with a sticker, a platinum coin sticker on it. It will be a high quality car. Just get it. You will get extra holidays if you have a certain star in the star bonus, a certain rank, and you will be a member in the star club. So there will be great extras. They will tell us, I think, in the great opening. All right. So, are there any news at the moment? Maybe you saw that. At the moment, the page is offline because they're doing a big update. It should be finished by tonight, maybe. So they will tell us there is um, there's a channel, a Telegram channel, an English one, but I haven't got the address now. So I'm sorry if you maybe can get it next time, or maybe I can give it to you next time. Or when you're in the chats, in the Skype chats, I can give it to you there, because the one we got was the wrong one. So the news is that the good news is that we are still in the pre-launch. So that means that's the phase, that's the period where everything is tested. And if you don't know that, maybe you'll get a bit frustrated. But that is just normal. IT systems, they need to be tested in real life modus, and they improve things, they change things. So I've seen so many improvements just within the last few weeks, and that is just normal in the pre-launch. Pre-launch means testing period. So system is tested, and they told us beforehand that sometimes they need to go offline. They change things. There will be updates, usually in the nights. But if it's just taking a bit longer, it's not really a problem. So the good thing is, if you're in now, you get the business packages with the platinum coins for a very low index. But of course, you have got that period where things happen, where well, they have maybe something to redo, or to upload new things, to test things. So that is just normal. I've seen that so many times in different businesses. That pre-launch is just the testing period, you can call it. So don't worry about that. That's just normal. And the start of the real launch of the business will be in September. So when everything is working fine and stable and everything is tested, they will start the launch of the Platin Coin Group AG. That is the period when everything works just perfectly. Of course, you can join then, but the index will grow. So if you want to join beforehand and want to earn money before that, you should join now. And just go to the person who invited you to that webinar. If you're not a partner yet, I'm sure the person will help you and guide you and support you. And if you are a registered partner, just go to your sponsor and talk to him or to her, and just ask the person about things. So don't be shy, just ask, because that is such a special thing when we talk about when we, that is so the blockchain technology is not so easy to understand. So just go there and ask the person. All right, so we will have English webinars 3 times a week. I will do them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's Germany in the morning, it's German time zone, and 10 o'clock. And like today on Fridays at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's the link where you can get to the webinar. There are recordings out there if you have partners and they don't have the time to watch the live webinars. You can give them recordings as well. Or if you have people who are English speaking, just send them. Just tell them there are webinars, English webinars. Just give them that link. All right. So it's a very interesting time. The motto of PLC is the time is now, and it started already. And I'm really amazed about the things I've already seen. And I'm really looking forward to the future with Platin Coin. All right, so I will shorten that a bit that I can see if you have got questions. So if you have questions, you can just ask me now. If no questions, well, I just end the webinar. All right, so it seems to be that there are no questions anymore. Right, then I would say time is now, and looking forward to the future with PLC. So that was Bea talking from Germany with the live and official webinar of the Platin Coin Group AG. Bye bye.